Hello, and welcome to MassageTherapyRadio.com.
Hi, this is Scott Dartnell with MassageTherapyRadio.com at the AMTA National Convention in Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm pleased to be joined today by Donna Feeley, who's chair of the NCBTMB, and Chris Laxton, who's the CEO of the same organization. Thanks for joining us here today at MassageTherapyRadio.com.
Thanks so much. Thanks for having us.
I'd like to get right into, can you give us some background and history about your organization?
Sure.
Yeah,
NCB was formed initially out of AMTA's need to establish a national standard for all practitioners of massage therapy. And at first it was held within the AMTA organization. And then as we became credited as an organization in our own right, we felt it was important to be a standalone organization, separately managed as well as separately governed by our own board of directors. So in 1992, we became separately incorporated and offered an exam to the first group of certificates, and we've been doing that really for the last 15 years. We started out, I think, in that first exam with under 1,000 people taking it, but we're now up to 87,000 certificates across the country.
That's fantastic.
And I think it was a tremendous time for people to band together at that time and move forward in a united front to bring more credibility to the field of massage and bodywork.
Now, these people that are certified, they have a certification or a membership that's renewed every year, and with that certification, I guess there's different issues with liability insurance and continuing education credits.
Mm-hmm.
And can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, first, they're not renewed as a membership. The AMTA members have to complete a 500-hour program in order to be accepted in a membership, but they don't have to be certificates in order to be AMT members, and vice versa. They don't need to be AMT members in order to be certified. The differences there are just ones of history and practice. We do ask that certificates renew every 4 years, and you can do that through continuing education credits. As far as liability insurance, etc., that's something AMTA offers. There are other organizations out there that offer it. And even within each different state, there are different liability insurance requirements. Some do have some, others don't have any. So it's actually a slightly varied landscape out there when it comes to insurance.
Now, your organization, are you represented in all 50 states?
We have certificates in all 50 states, yes.
But we're in 32 states and statute rule that actually allow, in the District of Columbia, that actually use the national certification exams. But one thing I was going to go back and say about recertification, we are really taking in our strategic focus and emphasis on recertification because it's part of the pride of the certification. So we do continue in education. You're building up your professionalism, your credibility, and you're contributing to the future of the field and raising that bar. And it's one of our strategic initiatives to really build upon that over the next few years.
Mm-hmm. I thought it was great that your organization and the MTA come together here with all these great presenters and speakers, and it's just been so well attended, and such high quality of people that have been attracted. Can you, since your organization, you represent massage therapists and body workers, can you explain that a little bit more in detail for me?
It's a good one for you to do.
Massage and body workers, I mean, that's the thing that we were mentioning earlier. Massage and bodywork needs to be identified more fully and more clearly, and we're working together with the AMTA and a number of different groups so that we can define some more parameters in terms of what that entails, because it's quite diversified. And a lot of the schools really teach about massage therapy, and bodywork may include polarity and Alexander technique and Feldenkrais and shiatsu, and we need to come together to bring more definition where we can be embraced and acknowledged on a national level, so people have a great understanding of what we're all about. So that's a long-term movement and a long-term goal. We have 2 exams. One is the national exam for massage, and the next exam is the national exam for massage and body work. And that in part came along the way because we wanted to include body workers. I myself am a body worker. I'm a shiatsu therapist, but I'm also a nationally certified massage therapist as well. So being able to link and put things together so that we come across as a unified profession is very, very important, and that's one of the things that we're also going to be working on collaboratively with AMTA and some other groups to bring more structure to that.
I understand that's part of what you're here for. You've had a 2-day strategic meeting with your group. Can you discuss that, or explain that to us?
Sure. I can talk a little bit about it. Strategic planning. We do strategic planning about every 5 years, and it was time for us to move on to the next 3 to 5 year plan. So we had a 2-day meeting, and went back and reestablished and created more focused goals and visions. We actually met back in April and we included a lot of our volunteers to help contribute to the fashioning of that. And so we spent the last 2 days with a facilitator to bring us back to the next level and to structure where we're going to be moving forward. And again, recertification is a focus, customer service, building external relationships and strong relationships with external organizations, getting in the forefront with the whole CAM, complementary alternative medicine field, being at the tables, representing the organization, and again, building the reputation and the credibility of the credential so that it's accepted, because it's all part of healthcare. And as we move forward, the more work that we need to do to have people understand that certification is extremely important and valuable.
Now, I've noticed that part of that moving forward is that you've got a new look.
Yes, we do.
Can you talk about that a little bit?
Sure. We've worked for some time to develop a culture that goes out to our constituents that says it's a new day for NCBTMB. The massage field is growing, the demand for qualified massage therapists is growing, and it's time for us to kind of step up to that new level. And so in the theme of a new day, we've developed through our PR company a sunburst logo, which you've seen on the exhibit floor and certainly in all of our branding. And that then carries through all of our visibility pieces. Our website is newly designed and launched here at the AMTA conference. We have new print publications as well as new newsletters and other electronic communications as well. So it's a way for us to communicate that NCB has new energy, that the massage field has new energy, and that we are there to represent that new growth.
And it's a sunburst. I mean, a sunburst brings joy, happiness, bright light, shiny future, and that's part of what it is.
Oh, it's very attractive. And on that note, let's talk about the future. You're in all 50. You have people that are certified in all 50 states. What's your plan with all 50 states? You have some plans for the future.
We do. One of our, Donna was giving you the sort of 30,000 foot or 50,000 foot goals for the organization, but we have some a little bit closer to the ground goals too. Even though we have certificates in all 50 states, not all 50 states regulate massage therapy. And so it's important to us to establish a national standard across all 50 states to have them all regulate massage, and to do so at a level that we would recognize as a national baseline, which is a 500-hour educational program, as well as a credible series of content emphases within that curriculum. The ability to pass, clearly a content knowledge, a knowledge mastery exam, which is our exam, and then a professional's willingness to attest that they will comply with the code of ethics and standards of practice that have been agreed to across the entire community. That is really the components of the credentialing program that we offer. Credentialing being one thing, in order to get a license in this country, you have to get a business license from each state, and this is where not all states, of course, offer business licenses for massage therapy. So it is one of our more immediate goals to allow to have a program of licensing in every state that reflects to some degree, if not completely, the credentialing program that we offer.
Well, and from the other thing, and I don't know if you're aware, but we're a very volunteer-driven organization as well. I mean, we have staff, and we actually have more volunteers than we do staff. Eventually, we'll have increased staff too. But one of the structures that we're looking at for government relations is to have national level, state, regional, state, and local, and work to develop a team of volunteers who can collectively work together to get the message out there. And we're also not going to do that just with GR, but also with school outreach, and work with the volunteers so that we have people spreading the importance, because it has to come from top and bottom together and
well, politics
integrate.
is really local.
Yes, exactly.
That's true, right? So
exactly.
like every organization, it has to start locally first. So.
Yep.
Is there anything else that you'd like to tell our audience about your organization moving forward? Some other goals or what specific information?
I think there's, the other kind of major external goal for us is to contribute to this definition of what is the body of knowledge for therapeutic massage and bodywork. That, as we've discussed, is a huge undertaking, a very complex question, and we can't do that alone. We have to do it in collaboration with our kind of sister organizations in the therapeutic massage field. So clearly that'll be a focus for us. Internally, we have a variety of infrastructure improvements that we want to make. We want to really build, as the field grows and the number of certificates grow, a very customer-facing organization within NCB so that we can really respond well to our customers.
Your customers are your members? Is that
our certificates. Yeah, we don't have members.
Yes. We have stakeholders. Yeah. So our certificates are schools, doing more outreach to our schools and getting involved in reaching the students ahead of time.
Yes.
And again, educating about the importance of certification, because eventually we want it the gold standard. Eventually we want everybody to have something out there that says we are NCB certified. But that also, it's kind of a multifactorial approach. We have to educate from the grassroots within the schools, but also again at that national level we were talking about, and building again, because we are part of a big healthcare movement, and building again towards that. As I was saying earlier, massage and bodywork are part of the CAM arena. Under the National Institutes of Health Center for Complementary and Alternative Medicine, they've already addressed massage and bodywork as part of that, but it hasn't funneled through everyone to become a recognized part of CAM at this point in time, and that's from school administrators to practitioners, and that's a challenge, but it's an exciting challenge because that is the direction that we're already there. We just need to move in that and solidify it, and it will happen. It is happening now.
So it's it's important and it's exciting and it's fun, and you're enjoying it. Donna,
yes,
thank you very much for being with us today on MassageTherapyRadio.com. Chris, thank you very much.
Thanks for taking the time.
Well, thank you for taking time to be with us today on MassageTherapyRadio.com.